Today we're talking about what we can do when we've written a piece of music and there's a whole lot of new stuff that we learned that we didn't use at all in that piece of music, and we want to use it in a piece of music, and we kind of want it to be that piece of music, but it means that we'd have to rewrite a whole lot of the music. We're going to get into what we can do in that situation. Hey, I'm Isaac Schanno Johnson. If you don't know me, I'm a musician, composer, producer, and I make videos about all that fun stuff: music composition, music production. So make sure you hit that subscribe button to see videos like this in the future. Okay, this is something that a friend of mine at Berkeley told me. He said, fix it in the next piece. And I actually was a friend of mine, and he was a percussionist, and Davis, what's up if you're watching? He was so nice, and he helped me learn about a whole bunch of different percussion stuff, and he played one of my pieces and really liked it, which was fun. But so a friend of mine at Berkeley said this to me. He said, fix it in the next piece. He wasn't a composition major like I was. He was a percussion performance major, and he knew a lot of composers in the composition department, and he said he liked fix it in the next piece as sort of a way of thinking about writing, because he saw a lot of the composition majors writing a piece of music and then continuously and endlessly editing it, changing things, continuing to change things until it was super perfect, and they did everything that they wanted to do, except that would never happen because they were all college students, so we were constantly learning all this new information about music and all these new techniques, all these new ideas that we could use, and he saw them just keep putting that into the same piece of music and never really finishing that piece of music. So that's what he told me once when I wrote a percussion piece, and he performed it and helped me gather an ensemble and everything. That's what he told me, because I mentioned all these other ideas that I thought would be cool, and he said, well, fix it in the next piece, write another percussion piece and put those ideas in there. And I really like that idea, that mentality of fix it in the next piece, right? The piece that you're writing right now doesn't need to have every single idea you've ever learned, every single idea you've ever thought of, every single technique that you've ever learned. You don't need to put that in one piece of music, and it doesn't need to be the piece of music that you're writing right now. As you write a piece of music, this happens a lot. You learn a whole bunch of new techniques as you're writing, or you learn how to write different styles for that specific instrument or that specific ensemble, and you want to put that in the piece of music that you're writing right now. But it might not fit, or in order to make it fit, you have to change a whole lot of stuff in the music, and you're basically rewriting the entire piece of music to make all this new stuff fit. Why do that when you could just write two different pieces, is what I think that mentality tells you to do, right? Fix it in the next piece, meaning, okay, you're writing a string quartet, you learn a whole bunch of extended techniques that you didn't realize you could use in that string quartet, but they wouldn't really fit with the style of that string quartet. Write a second one. I know it's kind of a lot more work, but look, we're writing music, and I enjoy writing music, so yeah, fix it in the next one. I do this a lot with my own music, especially if it is written for ensembles or orchestral stuff. Is I'll write another piece of music that has these new ideas, or even if it's electronic stuff, if there's a specific sound that I think is cool and it wouldn't fit in the song that I'm writing right now, I'll put it in the next song that I'm writing. That's what I did with my EP Starshine. Go check it out. I'll put a link in the description, and I'll put a link here somewhere, but it's on Spotify, Bandcamp, iTunes, Apple Music, Tidal, all the places. But in that, it was a bunch of ideas that I had while writing the music for Expanding. Check it out as well. Spotify, iTunes, Bandcamp, Tidal, all the fun stuff. Link in the description. I had all these ideas while writing the original one, Expanding, the album, and I wanted to use them kind of in there, but also they wouldn't really fit, so I thought of those ideas, I wrote them down, I made some notes of what they could be, and then I turned those into Starshine, and Dreaming of Turquoise was the first song that I wrote using those ideas. And I didn't want to put them in the same piece of music, so instead I made more music, and that's fine, because why not just write more music, right? What's the problem with that? All of those ideas that you're thinking of that you want to add into this current piece of music that you're writing don't have to be there. And if they don't fit and you're kind of forcing them in, it's not going to be a great piece of music with you forcing those new ideas in there. So put it in the next piece of music. It doesn't need to all be in one piece of music, right? And I know there's a lot of techniques, a lot of ideas that you can use in a piece of music. They don't all need to be in one piece of music. just write another piece of music where you can use those ideas, focus on those ideas, make that the point of the piece of music, and it'll make a much better song or whatever you're writing piece of music than trying to shove everything together even if it doesn't fit. So basically, the entire point of this video is write a new piece of music. If you have all these new ideas after writing one piece of music or in the middle of writing one piece of music, which you will have, you definitely will have, especially if you've been writing music for a little bit, you'll definitely think of lots of new ideas as you're writing one sort of thing, one sort of project, whether that's a song or an album or an EP or a group of singles or something. As you're writing those, you'll think of all these new ideas, and you might want to put them back into those songs that you're working on right now, because that's when you thought of them. But if it doesn't fit, put them in the next piece, right? Just write another song, put those in the next song. They don't need to be in the song you're doing right now. Finish the one you're doing right now, then put them in the next one, right? Fix it in the next piece. That's it for this video. Hope you found it useful. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something about music. If you did, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.